Hi there, join me in this video when I'm at RSPB Burton Mere. I really enjoy coming to Burton Mere because it's fairly large and it's close to where I live, so it hasn't taken that long to get here, and you always get to see lots of birds. There's lots of bird noise already coming from over to my right where the reserve is, and I know that I should see quite a bit today. Now, we are getting close to summer and the leaf canopy is pretty dense now at the moment, so that does add a little bit of difficulty to spotting birds, especially of them in the trees. And we've had quite a dry spell as well, so the water levels could be quite low, so that might have an effect on birds. Who knows what I'm going to see, but I know whatever happens, I'm really going to enjoy my photography. As of yet, I've not come very far. You can probably even hear people talking in the visitor centre that's just over to my left-hand side. But on the water here behind me, there's loads of birds, hundreds in fact, lots of different varieties. So I've just stood here for a while, just taken some photographs and some video. I've got some lapwings in flight, and hopefully I should have some nice photographs straight away. Hopefully the microphone is picking up a little blue tit that's just down to my right. It can't have fledged very long ago because it's really tiny. Now it can fly, it's just done a little bit of flying, but it doesn't seem like it's completely up to full strength yet. But I've just spent about 5 minutes videoing it and following it around, and at one point it did come within about a metre of where I was stood. Really cute, but it's very vocal. You can still hear it now. It's just on the path just below me. Now, I've been to this hide quite a number of times and usually go away quite disappointed, however not today. As you might be able to hear over the noise of the Canada geese just out on the lake, there is a very vocal sedge warbler, and it's landed in some great locations and allowed me to get some great photographs, so I'm really happy today. Quite often bird photography does rely on a little bit of luck. You need to be in the right place at the right time, but I've just had a little bit of luck. I put my camera down overlooking these feeders just here, and straight away a woodpecker flew in, then went up to a branch above, and I got a photograph looking natural. Then a few seconds later a magpie did the same thing. I was just saying how much bird photography relies on luck, and I was walking along this path towards this little viewing area, and just sitting on this fence post here was an Egyptian goose, and I quickly put the tripod down and took the camera off the tripod, and I got some really nice photographs very close up of it standing here before it took off, and it's now just on the lake just here behind me. Those are the kind of moments that you can't plan, but when they happen, they're really magical. Well, I've just spent some time at a blind behind the camera, and I was about to film this piece and say that I'd been following a sedge warbler and not managed to photograph it, and then I saw it in a really nice position and got its photograph. But while I've been there as well, I've been hearing a Chetty's warbler. I don't think I'll see that. It's very, very unlikely. But I've also seen a marsh harrier from a great distance, some egrets have been flying over, and I've also seen a couple of little grebe. Just spent a little bit of time in this hide here. It overlooks a small stretch of water. While I've been here, I've seen a redshank, some avocet, and a couple of little egret flew in and landed on the lake, so I got some photographs of them in flight as well. Now, as well as seeing lots of birds this morning, I'm also seeing quite a few people that are recognising me. I've come across 3 people that have stopped and had a chat this morning, recognising me from YouTube. So if you do see me out and about, come and say hello, because it's really nice to meet up with you face to face. And also, if this is your first time visiting the channel, you can do me a great big favour by clicking the like, subscribe and the bell notifications, because it really does help me out and it makes sure that you don't miss out on any future photographic content. Another good little stop at this screen. There's lots of birds out on the water, the usual suspects that I've seen already, avocets and Canada geese and the like, but I've also seen a pintail and a few widgeon. Now, they were into the sun, so I don't think the photographs are going to be very good, but I've seen them nonetheless. I've just come into hour 3 here at Burton Mere, but the time has gone so quickly this morning. I'm really enjoying myself. And the difference today, compared with a previous shoot that I did a few weeks ago, is that the birds are just presenting themselves wherever I go. On that last shoot, I was sat waiting for over 45 minutes to an hour just in one location in the hope of seeing a bird. And today I'm just not having to do that. I'm just seeing birds everywhere. It's so great. Finally made it to the far side of the reserve. It's taken 4 hours to get here, and it's not even that big a reserve. I've just been stopping so many times to take photographs, but I've spent some time in this hide and I've got some photographs of birds in flight. There's more avocet here today than I think I've ever seen at any reserve at all, but there's also quite a large flock of black-headed gulls out on a little island out there, which you can probably hear in the background. They're making quite a lot of fuss, but I've also seen a redshank, a lapwing, some gadwall, and I had a really good time at this hide. So it's been really productive today. So I've got a nice easy walk back to the car now. I'm going to keep my eyes open on the way to see if I see anything on the way back to the car. I've just been passed by a lady on a mobility scooter, and I did say at one point that I'd try and remember to say whether sites are accessible, and this is a very accessible location. The paths are really accessible by wheelchairs, they're completely flat, and it's a great place for somebody with limited mobility. Just on the other side of these trees there's a heronry, and there's also quite a lot of egrets that are breeding as well. Now you can sort of hear them maybe in the background babbling away to themselves, but unfortunately there's no public access, so I can't get very close. I did see it from the far hide, but the birds were quite distant and they just looked like white specks in the top of the trees. I did manage to record some of the babbling sounds, as you've just heard, of the egrets up in the roost. The only photograph I got was of a heron up in the trees. But what I'll do now is I'll leave you with some of my favourite photographs from the morning. As I said at the beginning of the video, bird photography is 90% luck, and I've certainly had it today. I've seen so many different species of birds and had so many lovely moments. I've really enjoyed myself. The time's gone really quickly because I've been here now for 5¼ hours, but it really doesn't feel like that at all. I've had such a good time and I'm going away a very happy photographer. Well, if you have enjoyed this video, do let me know down below in the comments, or nip over to my Instagram or Vero account, that's at Oakden Photography. Leave me your comments there, and you can also see lots of my photographs. Now, if you like what I do on the channel and you want to help support me to make future content like this, then you can leave by the gift shop. That's at Teespring. There I've got a range of merchandise on offer, so head off over there because the purchase really does help me out and it's very much appreciated. But you don't have to spend any money at all to support the channel. You can do that simply by clicking the like, subscribe and the bell notifications. It really helps me out, and it makes sure that you don't miss out on any future content. Watch out for next week's video, that goes live on Sunday. In the meantime, you can go and check out this video just up here. But all that's left now is to say, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.